everyone. So today's topic is all about Jean Piaget's theory of cognitive development.
It was born on August 9, 1896 in Switzerland and died on September 16, 1980 in Geneva. He was a Swiss psychologist who was the first to make a systematic study of the acquisition of understanding in children. He is thought by many to have been the major figure in 20th century development psychology. So according to Piaget, human beings inherit two essential intellectual functions, which he called organization and adaptation, and the major components of his theory. First essential intellectual function is the organization, in which the child's tendency to arrange available schema into body of knowledge. Each person has a way of organizing experiences based on the schemas he or she has developed. A schema is the building blocks of knowledge, and it is any concept or idea of how the world works. Piaget believed that children really learn from interacting with their environment and conceptually. He also believed that real learning takes place when new experiences are being assimilated into pre-existing schemas, or when pre-existing schemas are being accommodated to fit that new experience. Piaget's cognitive development theory is a discontinuous stage theory, which means all children go through the same stages in the same order. A child grows at one stage at a time, and a child cannot regress from one stage into prior stage. Now, long time ago, people used to think the four stages of cognitive development are sensory motor stage, which is the first stage, pre-operational stage, which is the second stage, concrete operational stage, which is the third stage, and last is the formal operational stage, which is the fourth stage. Sensory motor stage ages from birth to 2 years old. So as the name of the stage implies, Piaget believed that infants organize their world by means of their senses and their physical action upon it. So proceeding to the next stage, which is pre-operational stage, which ages from 2 to 7 years old. Piaget defines the second stage by what it lacks operations, mental actions that follow systematic logical rules. When children are pre-operational, they do not think in a logical way. It includes symbolic thinking. It includes symbolic thinking. A symbol is anything that represents something that is not present. For example, a child may use a banana to represent a telephone, but symbols at this age are still very concrete. Abstract symbols such as balance scale representing the concept of justice are still outside the comprehension of the pre-operational child. There are three ways in which children demonstrate their ability to use symbols, and these are fantasy play, language, and drawings. When we say fantasy play, children use objects or themselves and other people to represent something that is not there. While they may actually be holding a banana, in their mind they are imagining that it is a telephone, and they can pretend to talk to someone at the other end of the line. Next is the language. Whenever we say a word, we are representing something that is not there. Look at this word apple. You will notice that it is not round nor red, but you knew the object in the real world that it stood for when you first read it. Last is drawing. Finally, children demonstrate the use of symbols whenever they make a drawing of something, even if that drawing is not recognizable by someone else. To the child, the drawing is still a representation of what he has in mind. It is the ability to put objects in order, objects by height, weight, or some other quantity. The last stage is the formal operational stage, which ages from 12 years old over. It is marked by the development of abstract thinking. In the formal operational stage, teens can think about broad, abstract concepts such as democracy. Teens may become idealistic at this age because they can imagine what could be rather than what. That ends my discussion. I hope you learned something. Thank you for watching.